Hello, everyone. This is the Leadership with Heart podcast, and this is the first episode, and I am Heather Younger, your very excited host. So, why did I decide to do a weekly podcast? Why did I decide to call it Leadership with Heart? Why should anyone listen in? My why for rolling out this podcast has a lot more to do with my why for the work that I do and how I interact with those around me. You see, I believe that everyone's voice is important. I believe that when people are able to express their true selves, they will change their organizations and their lives for the better. I enjoy helping people find their true voices by asking the right questions, being hyper intuitive, and guiding them to their truth. I just happen to be an employee engagement and leadership strategist. This podcast is just another way to reveal the voices of employees and leaders around the world and help us all to find our truth in what we hear. My wish is that everyone listening will take away just one thing they can do as leaders to improve the lives of those they lead. Most of the time, I will have a leader on that I have handpicked or has come to me from a referral from a frontline employee. Yes, hearing from the front line. Other times it may be just me sharing a new insight with you, or I might bring on a frontline team member to talk about the impact that a leader with heart had on them. I named this podcast Leadership with Heart because leaders are the ones that predominantly drive employee experience, employee engagement, and employee loyalty. Those same leaders who purposefully exercise their power to be more emotionally intelligent in their communications and interactions show much more heart in the process. This display of heart keeps their team members and coworkers bonded to them and drives increased employee engagement and loyalty. Leaders with heart are more endearing to those around them. When this type of leader is on a path, others naturally follow. Let me give you a few examples. The first one is about the best boss I ever had. And the second is an exchange I had with a team member during an interview process. So in my role as a leader in an organization, the person that I reported to at that time, who I consider a leader with heart, happened to have a lot of emotional and social intelligence. This did not mean he never disagreed with me, or didn't occasionally caution me or slap my hand when I might be going down the wrong road. What it did mean is that he was very aware of my mental state and showed a great amount of empathy and compassion. He was interested in growing me as a leader, which was evidenced in him providing me opportunities to shine and to learn new skills. He listened very well to every story I had to tell. He would take the time to just be with me, and not for any particular reason or for any particular agenda. I remember to this day how he would stop by my office just to chat. In short, he made me feel important. I would have gone to war for him and with him, to be honest. He was the best boss I ever had. Now, some years back, I myself was in an interview with an employee and a future or prospective employee. And this prospective employee asked my current team member, well, why should I come work for your team? What makes your team so great? And my team member paused. And it was kind of awkward because I wasn't quite sure what he was going to say. And he said, you know what? This lady right here. And he was pointing to me. And I was shocked. And I said, no way. And he goes, yes, you. Because before you came, no one took the time to stop by and say hi to us, to stop and ask us what we needed, what we were doing. And when you came, you changed that. You would stop by and ask us what was going on. You would see what it was that you could do to help us in our journey. You cared. You made us feel important. As you can imagine, I sat there a little stunned, not believing what just happened. And by the way, very happy he didn't say something that was, something we might not want to say in an interview. But in the end, do you notice in that story, he said nothing about how much we paid, how much money and perks I gave him. What he talked about was this thing I call leadership with heart. It's demonstrating through our interactions and our communications that we care about the people that are on our team. that we take the time to make them feel important and to show that we believe in their possibilities and in their potential. We open up doors for them to grow and to learn. And while we may have to show them how to course correct, we do it with heart. So that's the reason why I'm having this podcast or doing this podcast, is to demonstrate through stories of other leaders how we can lead in a heart-filled way and get more out of the people that are following us. You will see these and hear these type of stories, and I will uncover and bring these things to you. And in the end, they will both teach us and inspire us. Let's have some fun.